Hey, guys. How's
Happy
it going?
Thursday. We're almost there.
I can't tell you guys how many times I woke up in the night telling myself, it's not Friday. It's not Friday.
Actually, the last couple of weeks has kind of been like that. You just feel like you're at Friday way ahead, and you're not.
I can tell you for me, it's like
it starts on Tuesday.
I'm tired and I'm just busy.
You're tired? You're hungry?
I am hungry, Nikki. I'm really hungry.
Just really tired.
So I'm going to go. Hopefully there's a bagel left.
There is a bagel still in the fridge.
Oh, the boy needs a bagel.
So enjoy this podcast while Obi does that.
Yeah. And today in the podcast, we talk Funyun fashion, onion ring Pringles, the Apple TV update. I don't know if anybody else cares, but boy, I'm excited about it.
You were. And so maybe you guys might like to hear about it too.
Free game you could play this weekend. Popeyes pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin cheesecake.
It's pumpkin cheesecake
Wasn't
pie?
it cheesecake pie? It had the cream in it, remember?
Pumpkin cream cheese.
Pumpkin cream cheese. There it is.
All right. Adjustment made.
We want you guys to have the right information.
Plus, some other important things like best ways to hydrate. Best ways to hide your cheese. Nikki's take on Mario Kart.
All this wonderful stuff. Boy, you guys are lucky today.
Who wouldn't want to listen to this podcast?
You get to listen to us talk about hiding summer sausage so you can eat while you're in class. I mean, no one else gives you that stuff,
Where
right?
else are you going to get that important information?
I know. This is why we're here.
Yeah, it's a calling. It really is.
It's a gift.
So, hey, you guys enjoy the podcast, and we'll see you
tomorrow.
Yeah, even though for you guys, it'll feel like we never leave because we're coming up next.
Have a great day.
Bye.
The definition of insanity is putting the riot on again and again and expecting a better result. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
You know what? It's time for us to just have a moment of complete honesty on a Thursday morning that we wish was Friday.
Yeah.
I watch the Great British Baking Show, okay?
Yay!
I watch it. I watch it. They put a new episode on Netflix every week, and I watch it.
Every Friday.
I watched it. I was behind last weekend. I watched it last night, and I couldn't help but feel like they were taunting me just a little bit because it was their first ever Dairy Week.
Oh, did you watch that one?
So it's like, hey, word on the street is Obadiah is lactose intolerant.
That's a new discovery for Obi.
So let's do Dairy Week. We've never done Dairy Week before, but now seems like the perfect time.
Now to stick up for the baking show.
No, don't
They've done
defend
a lot of episodes and a lot of seasons, so they're kind of running out of stuff too.
I know, but they do Bread Week every season.
Well, yeah, because
because
bread.
I know.
It's absolutely bread.
I mean, at least I'm not gluten free. I could eat bread all day. Maybe I should.
Even though, like for Dairy Week, it was funny. It was like, you mean so like every other week? Because everything has dairy in it that they're baking.
I'll tell you this. I love the way they say yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yogurt. Because
O and the U?
Oh, yeah, but they spell it that way. They spell it YOGHURT, and so there's that hurt. And so I spent the majority of the evening last night walking around going, yogurt?
Well, you should try adding that in to your
day-to-day.
Yeah, just see if anybody's like, why is he saying yogurt wrong?
Guess who doesn't have occasion to say yogurt anymore?
There's dairy-free ones, all right? A nice almond milk.
You know what?
Yogurt.
I actually am not interested in combing the world for dairy-free options. I'm just like,
not.
whatever.
Now that's so common. It's everywhere.
Yeah. And there's part of me, it's like, I kind of just don't care. I mean, I do a little. Last night, I was like, man, remember how you replaced almost every meal with pizza? It's like, yeah, I remember that.
No, it's not
so easy. It's not an option
easy
anymore. Now, I can replace every meal with peanut butter.
Now it's really starting to hit home, you know?
That's the only one. That and like today, I stopped and got a sausage McGriddle, and I'm like, I woke up, my stomach was eating itself, and I was like, I want a huge breakfast. Which a breakfast sandwich to me, for whatever reason, feels like a huge breakfast. So stop there, and I'm like, hey, I just watched the British Baking Show last night. How are you guys doing this morning?
How is everything?
And the people at McDonald's did not watch it. It's weird. But I had to get it without cheese.
Aww.
I didn't realize just how much the cheese tied the room together, man.
Really helped, right?
Oh, man, it's the glue. It's the glue.
It's the sticky glue.
But
I told him if you don't want any alternatives, but you could have some non-dairy cheese slices here.
That's fine. I don't want it.
Those suckers don't melt, by the way, too. It's real hard to get them.
See? That's why I don't want it.
They're not quite perfect, but at least it's something.
And I love a good Kraft American single.
Maybe that's not actually cheese. You should look into it.
But they have milk in it. I know, because I saw it on the commercial. They were pouring milk.
A little milk?
I don't know.
Is it healthy eating so many snacks, chips, and Oreos every single morning? No, of course not. But they do it for you.
Too many guys got the stomach for this line of work.
That's real love. It's the Riot on RadioU.
As the weekend approaches, and it does. It does, Nikki.
We're almost there.
I can tell you that, you know what? I was going to say I have a game you could play for free this weekend, but we really have two. There's Mario Kart on phones everywhere now.
That came out yesterday.
That's a freebie. And then I saw that it's either last night or this morning, the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta is launching this weekend, which it's not really a beta. The game comes out like Tuesday or something. Or it's like
how does that work then? If they're calling that a beta,
it's not really. It's really just a demo.
Sure.
Like play a few days early, whatever. But
a lot of times betas are way earlier, and they're to help figure out what bugs might still be left in the game.
Yeah. Well, not anymore, Nikki. Not anymore. So here's the deal. It looks like it's available for preload on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and maybe on the PC. I'll have to look. I think people may already be playing on the PC, but that's free for like 3 or 4 days this weekend. So I think it opens up tonight. If it's not open already, I'm not sure. And then it's available through, I believe, Sunday night. Here's the beautiful thing. Or is it? You decide. They did this for the Division 2, and I was like, the Division 2, who needs that trash?
Well, Obi ended up liking it during the beta/demo.
I've played more Division 2 than any other game this year.
So
hands
do they
down.
give you the whole time, or like if you played it right, could you potentially get through the entire game, or are they only giving you a certain point?
I doubt it, because like with the Division 2, what they did was you could get your character up to level 8.
And then that was it?
Right. So the world was open. You could go anywhere you wanted, but you stopped progressing at level 8. And the problem with that is that eventually you run into people that are like level 9, 10, 15, 25.
And you're stuck back at 8.
And you're like, yeah, you can go anywhere you want. Oh, you're dead.
Okay, so you can't really play through the game.
No. And I'm sure that's what they'll do. They'll do something like that with this. But I don't know. Like, I think I'm going to at least give it a shot this weekend. I don't know that I'm not really excited about it.
It doesn't seem like you're all in, but maybe you will be over the weekend.
The reality of it is I want to play Borderlands. But since this is like my last chance to play this for free, I may go ahead and, do the hard work of getting in some time. It's tough out there, guys.
It is. And you know what's really most important is about scheduling.
It is.
To make sure you block out that time this weekend. So you schedule what time you need, and then that way you can try the beta of it.
Well, Nikki, I'm just glad that you understand.
I do.
A lot of people don't understand. But
they're like, hey, Obi, where are you going? You're like, I got to go home. I got work to do.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to get in 5 hours to play tonight, I got to leave right now.
I got to start now.
If it's louder than it has to be and way worse than it has any right to be, it must be the worst of the riot. On RadioU.
I feel like right now the media is trying to decide if we all care about Popeyes or if it was just a big fluke.
Oh, for the chicken sandwich?
Yes.
I think time will tell when it comes back.
Right.
If it does.
It has to, right?
I would think so, but
it's going to take them 6 months to kill enough chickens to meet demand.
That's the hard part that I really had with this. You're a major chicken company, and you can't just be like, well, we're going to order more. What does it take for them to...
Chicken massacre.
Like, what? How long does that take? Or are they creating a demand for an item?
I don't know. I just see a bunch of chickens sitting around reading the paper, and they're just like, well, great.
We were not supposed to be till later.
Great.
Why are you in here, Bob?
It's like, Hey, farmer.
What are you doing?
Where are we going?
What do you got the bun for?
What are we doing?
You said this was later.
Why do you have a pillow? Don't put it on my face.
They were supposed to have enough chicken for their Popeyes chicken sandwich, and then, famously, they ran out.
Right. So there was a huge media frenzy around the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And again, I feel like right now people are trying to decide, was it just an internet moment or do we really care about Popeyes? Because I see multiple news outlets today pushing a story that I feel like they're like, well, let's see what
Test
people...
the waters.
How do they react to another Popeyes product launch? They have brought back the pumpkin cream cheese pie.
Ew, what is that?
Don't you think that sounds good, though?
I think it does, but is it like a McDonald's little apple pie thing?
Yeah.
But it's pumpkin?
It's pumpkin and cream cheese, and it looks like it's covered in...
Chicken.
No. No, I was going to say, I think
Gravy.
It's cinnamon and sugar.
Oh, that's good.
Doesn't that sound good?
That looks delicious.
I think it looks really good.
I've never had one of their pies before, though.
Me either, actually.
Honestly, we're just going to tell you the truth. We don't even know if there's one near us. Like, we know there is, but it's not within the lunch window.
If we go down there and turn left and keep going.
There's one down there?
No, that's not correct.
I think you got to go way down. We had one literally like one road from the station, and it was only open for
like a day.
3
hours.
It was so weird. It just closed down. It's like, what's going on? It just didn't make it.
So,
it wasn't even open long enough to sell food.
I think if we go that way and turn right and just keep going past the freeway.
You know what you keep saying?
What?
You have to keep going. So again, it's outside the lunch window.
The reason I say keep going is because I feel like we always get to the freeway and stop.
We got to go
But you got to go past the freeway
right.
and you keep moving and eventually I think you find it.
I feel like I know where one is closer to downtown where I always have to turn around for something. And
yes.
I think there's one there.
It's because we're always going to the Ohio State Fair.
That's it. I think
That's
it's
exactly
near there.
right. In fact, I went to Church's Chicken right there. It wasn't a Popeyes, but there was a Popeyes like down the road or something. And I was like, man, I'll have a chicken. I think I had a chicken biscuit from Church's. I think. I don't know, whatever.
So if you're into the pumpkin cream pie things, that's back for them, or?
Oh, hey, Kelly, there you go. Kelly, she gave you directions to a Popeyes,
thank you,
Nikki.
Kelly. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Kelly. But yeah, it's back. And, Nikki, for a limited time.
Will everybody want this? Will they go and demand more pumpkins?
That's what I feel like. This is a big trial. Dipping our toes in the water to see if anybody cares. Now that we're bringing it back.
Does McDonald's do a pumpkin up
They
there?
do.
They do one too?
But it ain't got no cream cheese in it.
Oh, then they're missing something, aren't they?
Boy, they sure are. I like a good cream
you
cheese.
You look really good there. Pumpkin cream cheese thing.
Don't you think it looks good? I do. But then again, I like everything.
No, you can't have that, though.
I know.
Because you're not having dairy.
Because it's my choice.
It's your choice totally, and you're just a completely new person.
To quote Nikki, Obadiah's new dairy-free lifestyle.
Okay. When actually he's found out that he's terribly lactose intolerant, but
terribly.
Which I expected you to be a more tolerant individual. It's just a shame.
I'm a bad person.
Are people really still listening to the riot? You don't have work to do or laundry to fold or literally anything else to do? The Riot, Radio U.
Man, I got to tell you, I know I'm almost alone in this, but I just feel like it has reached the tipping point of it's impossible for me to keep up with all the stuff on TV that I'm interested in watching. Like if you go, I go back and forth between thinking everything sucks and boy, there's all this stuff I'd be interested in watching, but when
it gets down to it, though, I think we don't want to invest as long as the shows are.
That's fair.
Like if they started coming out with 15 minutes, full primetime shows.
Full 15.
Now that means they have a lot of time to fill in with new shows, and I don't think they're ready for that.
They can't.
But this whole if you take out the commercials or whatever, 45 minutes for a show would be just too much.
So here's where we are, Nikki. We've got the announcement that they were going to do a Ghost Rider TV show.
Yeah, that was the Hulu one, right?
Yeah, so Ghost Rider appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC, another show that I meant to watch and just stopped.
Oh, you couldn't possibly.
I just stopped. And then they just announced, we were going to go ahead and,
Well, it seems like they finished it. Doesn't
do you
it?
mean?
Like, they filmed it, and it's done. Doesn't it? Didn't it seem like that? Or
Oh,
maybe not.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, that makes me feel better, because when I read it yesterday, I thought, well, why would you just not put the show on?
No. I
So it's
think
not even been filmed?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's better then.
Whoa.
Because sometimes they'll film some of the shows and then they'll pass on it based on the product given to them.
Right.
And so I was like, well, how bad is it?
Well, if you look at like these photos where you're like, man, it looks like they made a show, that's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's from that one?
Yeah, so that's why, because he did appear in that and, et cetera, et cetera. But they say they're not going to make it.
Now, fans of Ghost Rider are hoping that another streaming service would pick up the show. And there's plenty of other streaming services who might be interested.
I'm not even being like a jerk about it. I'm totally serious. Like, are there a ton of Ghost Rider fans out there?
There must be for them to pick it up in the first place. Then maybe they realized it wasn't as many.
I mean, you make a Daredevil show, and I'm like, yeah, there actually are a lot of people that really like Daredevil. But when you start talking about Ghost Rider, I'm just like,
But there was a Daredevil movie, and wasn't there a Ghost Rider movie?
That is true.
And then you had other Netflix shows where they brought out, like...
Do you remember who was Ghost Rider?
Nicolas Cage.
You know what we need to do? I've never...
That seems to be the old movie you need to watch one weekend.
I've never seen that.
Well, I think you should. I've never seen it.
Dude.
Go see how much that is.
Dude.
I bet you it was like 99 cents.
We need to see Ghost Rider.
I bet you it's bad.
Don't we?
That it must be pretty bad.
Got to be terrible.
And so was the idea for the show, which is why Hulu has passed on it.
Oh, man. I might. Oh, my gosh. He's in the sequel, too.
There's two of them?
There's two. He's in both of them.
Looky there. You got 2 weekends of an old movie planned.
How did this come out and we never watched it?
Well, I just never saw it.
Probably the same way I feel about it now. It looks kind of dumb. That's how you end up not seeing it.
Aaron texted, said it's a fun mess of a movie. Aaron, have you seen the second one? Is it worth watching both?
Dude, you know what?
Something's planned right there. It just clicked. Just clicked.
I think I'm going to have to watch it.
Do you feel the excitement? Like he has to see it now.
I know.
Like you're excited. You got plans.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what? Maybe we should just shut our show down and maybe...
well, how come you guys didn't stay at work today? Well, we started talking about Daredevil, or not Daredevil, but Ghost Rider, and Hulu dropped it, and so we had to go home and watch the old one from the movie.
Did you know that Nicolas Cage was in Ghost Rider? Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
Your plan, your weekend, you got something.
It's interesting to see that Ghost Rider both got canceled and picked up in about 4 minutes.
They even make morning people want to reach for the snooze button. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to have to be that guy, Nikki. Amazon yesterday announced a bunch of new products, right?
They did?
Yes, they did. They announced some new Echo earbuds. So think about your Apple earbuds, kind of like that.
My AirPods?
Yeah.
I love your AirPods.
But they'll have, instead of having Siri built in, they'll have Alexa built in. So you can talk to Alexa directly from your earbuds. Also, they put in a high-end smart speaker called the Echo Studio. So that'll be fancy schmancy. And the other thing they unveiled were, they call them Echo glasses, I believe.
I see those.
So
are those real?
Yes. Alexa will live in your glasses.
Kind of looks a little fake. Not trying to troll, but it does. And also just because of the next item.
Which is?
The Amazon Smart Ring.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's a smart ring that will vibrate that you wear, and it nudges you? Yeah.
Amazon Smart Ring? I'm not just saying, I seriously didn't see that.
Looks like it'll launch for $130.
Alexa in a discreet smart ring. Okay, now.
It just seems like they suddenly unveiled a lot of stuff you can wear.
They did, and, okay, I have a Google Home Mini at home. I even have an Amazon Alexa device that I had an Echo Dot, which I am not currently using. Did I give that to Chris? I don't know, whatever. But I'm not currently using the thing, and whatever. And I have resisted I really like the Google Home Mini. Mm-hmm. And I would like to put one in my bedroom and in a few different rooms in the house. And it has just been this thing where I haven't, because it's a microphone. They can say what you will, but they could be listening. And what do we keep hearing? Amazon's like, oh, we didn't mean to record those conversations. Sorry. But what they really meant was, we didn't mean for you to know that we were recording those conversations. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Now, there's an element in my life where I'm just like, man, who cares? Record all you want. I have nothing going on, which is true. But now they want me to wear a microphone-enabled device in my glasses, my ring, and what was the other one? The new house or smart.
There's a microwave.
That like
your earbuds, your everything.
The earbuds. So I mean, think about this again. Back in the day, the CIA would be like, we're able to sneak a microphone into your ring, and when you go in, you leave your ring on the table and all this kind of stuff, right? Now we're like, hey, I'm going to wear all this stuff so you guys can track everything I say and no, sorry. No, like But
that's how everything will eventually become. So if you're going to fight it now, it'll eventually be that way. You won't have a choice. You'll be like, oh, you need a new microwave? Of course you're going to have to get the microphone-enabled microwave.
No. There's got to be a way out of it. I mean, maybe I'm turning into a the Luddite movement.
Old man.
No, but it's just the idea of like, I don't want my ring listening to me. Like, is that so wrong?
Well, I don't.
Is that so wrong that I don't want the ring listening to me?
And shame on you.
There's just something weird about it.
You will wear the ring and you will like it.
It's not enough that I have one microphone located centrally near my kitchen. Now it's like, well, we're having a hard time hearing you when you get too far away. Could you wear these glasses for us?
Please put it all in. And don't forget your earbuds.
And sometimes you forget your glasses. So what about your ring? And sometimes you don't wear any jewelry while you run. So could you get these earbuds out? That'd be great.
They want to have everything covered. What's wrong with that?
It blows my mind. Seriously, it blows my mind.
So if you look at the list from Amazon yesterday, at first it looks fake because there's so much stuff. And then you're like, oh, wait, okay, you're actually doing that.
Oh, no, they mean it.
Including the Amazon microwave.
And ring.
And
now your ring can talk to your microwave.
Okay, it does actually sound easy, though. Like, I would love to be able to talk to my microwave.
It's weird.
And my ring.
It's weird.
You're listening to a morning show hosted by two people who absolutely despise getting up in the morning.
Please give me a break one time!
The Riot, RadioU.
So, Nikki, did you wash your hair this morning?
I did. Why? It's still wet.
Did you shampoo?
I did, and conditioned.
Okay. How often do you do that?
I have to do it every day. Some people are like, I'm on like week 2, and you live on dry shampoo. I can't do it.
Every day?
I know. I wash my hair every day. It's terrible.
Okay. Now, according to this...
I'm not supposed to do that.
No, you should only be washing your hair once a week.
I can't go that long.
So he says, according to Paul, he's a hairdresser.
Yeah.
He says that shampoo just loosens the dirt.
Good.
And water is just as effective.
No, I need to wash my hair.
Well, okay, now, then if he's saying it just loosens the dirt, isn't that what you want? Like you use the shampoo to get the dirt loose and then the water rinses it out?
Yeah, but I mean, it's stripping your hair from probably things that it needs. So you're not supposed to do it, especially if you color your hair.
Yeah, which I don't. So.
Yeah, but I obviously do.
Right.
So I definitely should not be.
Paul also says that you should read
this Mr. Mitchell? Or is this another Paul?
Paul Wendell.
Oh, Paul Wendell. I don't know who this Paul is.
I don't know him either, but Paul says that we should absolutely use it less often. We should read our shampoo bottles the way we read our food bottles.
Oh, sure, to find a good one.
See what are the ingredients that they're trying to put on your hair, and you should avoid oils and use tea. They say coconut oil is okay in your hair, but what you really want to do is look for shampoos and conditioners with tea in them.
Really?
They're very high in antioxidants, and it's very good for your hair.
Well, Dana, thanks for texting. Most shampoos wreck your hair. Yes, but isn't it a fun one? It's just a fun shampoo and condition.
I will tell you, my mom is a hairdresser, and she got me this Paul Mitchell tea tree shampoo or something. It feels like...
The tingling?
It's like a peppermint for your head.
Oh, it's invigorating.
It actually is amazing.
Now, I did read a long time ago, which is good. If you have to shampoo your hair every day, like I feel like I have to, when you shampoo, you're only supposed to shampoo the parts that really get dirty. So you're not supposed to shampoo everything. But then you condition the parts that you need as well. So you don't have to... shampoo whichever parts get the greasiest or the oiliest, and then you're not wrecking all your hair.
Yeah, it's good.
So just kind of isolate it to the sections that you need. Some people even condition first.
How can you even do that?
Well, you can. And then some people condition first, and then you're supposed to shampoo second. Some people swear by that.
Some people just swear. So
whichever one you are, just
I don't know.
Pick your side. But yeah, some people, condition and then only shampoo just the section at the end. And then you're done.
And you're just supposed to rotate the section?
Yeah, like so for me, my hair gets dirtier just on top and on the sides, but not usually like the bottom part. So you're just shampooing the top part. And then just stick your head back and rinse that out. Don't let it just rinse all through the rest.
I'm just going to say this.
Is it a lot of work?
Ladies of the world, I appreciate how beautiful you are, but I'm not going to be able to roll with you.
You can't deal with that.
I'm just like, I don't even know. When's the last time I washed my hair? Today? Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Like, when did it happen before then?
You guys are lucky. You even have
know.
like the all-in-one where it's your body wash too. Like, that's not fair.
And fairness, though, like, look at what I look like. I look like I'm using an all-in-one.
Well, Chuck, thank you for texting. Shampoo's better because it cleans the hair. Conditioner's better, though, because it makes the hair silky and smooth. So you need to have the conditioner.
I don't have any.
You just have, again, the all-in-one.
We need to get Paul Wendell in here so he can talk to us about it.
Maybe the Riot would sound better if they spent less time improving their lives at their gym. That was sarcasm. It's the Riot on RadioU.
Nikki and I are suckers for technology, like a lot of people. We like the gadgets, and one of my favorite gadgets I do have at home is an Apple TV. I got it last year during a promotional whatever from DirecTV Now.
You took it from them, and then you eventually canceled.
That was a great deal, man. I got 3 months of DirecTV Now, like their full package.
Yeah.
And I got a free Apple TV, quote unquote, for
$99. So you had to prepay like 3 months and some?
I paid $100 up front, got the Apple TV, and got 3 months of their service, which I was going to pay more than that for cable so I could have sports access, et cetera, et cetera. It was a great deal. And I'll just let you know, they're not doing it anymore because I got the feeling once word really got out,
a lot of people used it.
Oh, yeah.
But you like the Apple TV.
I love that thing.
We also have Roku as well.
We do. And, there's a RadioU Roku channel. And, of course, I wouldn't want to take away from it. But the Apple TV has been by far, I've had an NVIDIA Shield. I've had multiple Rokus. I've had, what else have I had? Man, like if you want to go way back, I had that little cube thing. I've played with an Amazon Alexa, like all this stuff. The Apple TV is the best of them all.
Sure.
Like it just is. Like it's also the most expensive. Because if you go,
well, I think that goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at one. What it would cost brand new, $180. Though last year, I don't know about now, I saw a lot of people flipping their DirecTV ones, so they were whatever.
They could probably still find one for cheaper.
But I'll say it got the iOS 13 update yesterday, and I am legitimately impressed with the Apple TV because not only did it get the update, but the big thing for me that came in this update is that it now natively supports Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers. Now, both of those do Bluetooth. And so, like, technically, you can plug your Xbox controller into anything. Your phone, your this, your that. It'll work great. But it feels like it never works exactly. Like, it works, but it doesn't work. You got to fool with this. You got to re-ever that, whatever. I walked over, picked up my Xbox controller, picked up the Apple TV remote, had it paired in probably less than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It was painless. And then the Xbox controller controlled everything. And I was just like, wait a minute.
So is that the remote you use it?
You can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can use it to like turn it on and off. I think you have to turn the Apple TV on and then connect
you can do it.
Yeah, but I didn't get a lot of time to play with it. But man, I was impressed with the way that thing worked. And I don't know. So, you too can be impressed for only $200.
Isn't that unfortunate?
What a savings. And
unless you find someone doing a deal where, you can still go with the deal.
I probably would never have gotten an Apple TV without the deal.
Sure.
But once I did, I have been probably too happy with it. And the deal might be part of it. Like the fact that I got a deal, I'm thrilled with the deal and the quality. But, and especially yesterday after that update, I was so impressed. Nothing I get or use ever works quite right.
Yeah, especially when they say it's going to. It's usually not going to.
And this thing worked. And I was just, I was prepared for a fight. I brought my Mac over. I was like, we're going to do a lot of Googling. We're going to do a lot of watching of tutorial videos. We're never going to get it to work right.
But we're going to try, and it did.
It worked.
Yay.
Blew my mind.
Well, you had a good day then with that.
Yeah, with that.
Could have had a problem with that, but, at least that one worked.
But the good news is my freezer died, and I lost everything I had in the freezer.
Okay, now that has nothing to do with Bluetooth.
You're right. It
and
doesn't.
No updates that help with that.
It's fine.
That's its own separate thing. Tragic, but separate thing.
Yeah! You were one of the lucky few who missed the riot when they were live. Yet here you are.
I also like to live dangerously.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Okay, so I'm looking at this study that is going to be published or has been done by the Scotland St. Andrews University. And it was a study on hydration. What they're trying to do is figure out, hey, if you're exercising or whatever the heck it is that you do that gets you thirsty, what do you do?
To hydrate?
To hydrate.
Uh-oh.
What's the best choice? Now, Nikki...
I think we're supposed to drink more water than we do.
They say water is not the most
efficient
hydrating drink.
Ah.
What do you think? If you had to pick, what do you think is the most hydrating drink available?
Well, I'm drinking a coconut water right now, so maybe coconut water? Gatorade! What else? Oh, gosh. Energy drink. That's the worst.
I don't see that on the list.
Chocolate milk.
We're getting closer. I actually have here a list that is in order the most hydrating drinks.
Great, okay.
Number 1, skim milk.
Ugh. Why is it hydrating?
I always drink, back when I drank milk,
now that
I always
you're
drank
dairy-free.
skim milk. I preferred skim milk to other stuff, yeah.
Is that the red one? With the labeling, you know how it's different coloring for different?
Red is like full on vitamin D milk.
Is that one? Okay, that's the
skim milk is like a light blue.
I think that's the pink one. Is it pink or maybe a light blue?
I've seen it green. Who knows? Okay, so there's that. Oral hydration solutions like Pedialyte.
Sure.
Or a liquid IV. They're saying that skim milk will hydrate you faster than getting an IV of milk.
Wow.
What? Okay, then after that, full fat milk, orange juice, soda, diet soda, cold tea, hot tea, sports drink, water.
Why is water at the very end then?
I don't know.
What are they lying to us about?
Well, they actually say that the reason that water doesn't do as much or as well is that they say for true hydration, a good mix of sugar, protein, and fat in the liquid actually makes your body grab onto it faster.
Faster than if you just had the water. That makes sense.
It does when you really think about it. And yet the idea of me on the sidelines drinking a Diet Coke doesn't feel right.
Well, it goes against things we've been yelled at before.
Yeah. So on down the list, tea, sports drink, water, sparkling water, lager, and then coffee.
What about a sparkling lager?
Got a sparkling lager.
Or a milk lager. Wait, what was the last one then?
Coffee.
Coffee's at the end. Because that, I think, naturally dehydrates you, actually. Coffee does.
No, I mean, it has caffeine in it, which is a diuretic, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's dehydrating you.
It could be, but any of those drinks could.
So I guess the answer is I just need to start drinking more skim milk.
Well, why don't you just have coffee with the skim milk in it? Then you can still have both. I feel like we can combine some of these and be the most hydrated ever.
I like to combine diet soda with a little regular soda.
Ooh. Put milk in it.
That's a powerhouse right there.
Got to put skim milk.
Sure. Whatever.
Basically, what was the commercial? I forget for which product, but they're always like, everybody's always dehydrated, and we just don't realize it.
That's why you need Gatorade.
Something.
The only morning show brave enough to say that Chicken McNuggets are part of a balanced breakfast. The Riot on RadioU.
How many times do you find yourself saying, I really wish I could have milk because I need to get super hydrated right now, but you can't? And so the next best thing we all know is, wouldn't it be great if you could just have some cheese? Just some
cheese?
Just some, carrying around cheese.
In your pocket or whatever?
Just keep it there, little cheese.
For later. Emergency cheese.
Some later cheese. I like the idea of later cheese. So we have a girl, and this is really starting to take off. She's in 4th grade. Apparently her mom is a reporter named Valerie Hahn. And at this girl's school, we don't know her name. At least I haven't seen it. She's not allowed to have cheese in class.
Is that just a rule, or?
I guess.
Maybe someone else is allergic, or she's not supposed to. Maybe you're not supposed to be eating in class.
Maybe you're not supposed to be eating in class. So she had an idea, and that idea is she took an old lip balm container, got it completely emptied out and cleaned out, and then shoved it full of cheese.
It in there?
So that way she can make it look like she's just putting something on her lips, but she's getting a little bite of cheese.
That's like a Facebook and Instagram hack, or you can take like a glue stick and then you just put stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah, we could be doing that during the day.
I know, but cheese.
Reach into your bag. We can have daytime cheese. We're not in trouble if we do.
Truth be told, like Nikki and I could get away with just about anything at this point.
We could just have whatever.
I mean, like we can go into meetings and eat if we want.
But if you're in class, then yeah, they probably don't let you have food.
Yeah, so that's her hack. I like that.
It's a great idea.
Shove some cheese in there. What?
So is it just like spray cheese, or is she really just taking?
It looks like she's taken a block of cheese
and just mushed it in there.
I think she just mashed it in there, which, hey, that works.
You could also then have like a salami one, just a second tube. Or...
Shut up. It's got a little sausage link in it.
Yeah, just a little. Oh my! It's perfectly sized.
I know.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
And then you're just like, I'm having a little cheese and sausage.
Like. Why does it smell like sausage in here? It's my new lip balm.
Don't bring it up, please, all right? Well, you wouldn't probably question them on it because there's practically every type of flavored lip balm out there.
Absolutely.
So why not one of those summer sausages?
Oh, man, you know what? I could take that. You could shove it full of peanut butter. I like the sound of that.
You could, and then have like an eraser box with crackers.
This.
These are all great ideas. How to make it through your class when they don't want to let you have food in.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
I mean, you guys know the deal. There's evil in the world. There is. And sometimes evil tries to make itself
different forms.
Yeah, and it tries to make itself look good. It's like, hey, I'm not trying to kill you. I just want to wear this mask and stand in the corner.
Don't mind me.
It's cool, man. Don't just quit stressing about it. Just enjoy. Just go about your business. I'm just going to be over here watching. No big deal. It's fine.
Now, not everybody feels that way about this particular item.
You mean about the devil's apples?
It's an onion.
The devil comes through with his bag of apples.
Why
and he's
do you think
just
it makes you cry?
Hey, everybody, look, I'm not so bad. All them stories you heard's a lie. Have an apple.
It's not so terrible depending on what the onion is with, like made into a meal, or if it's an onion ring, those are delicious.
See, Nikki's been seduced.
by the
it's
onion.
Been 40 days tempted by the devil.
It's just an onion ring, which is what they say when something's really bad. It's just this.
What?
It's just corn.
It's just corn. You love corn. It's healthy.
It's just that.
It's just corn sugar. So the terrible, terrible people in
Pringles, right?
See, the Pringles guy.
Pringles.
The devil got him, Nikki. The devil got the Pringles guy.
The lure of money has gotten the company to come up with a new Pringles flavor.
The fried onion ring Pringle.
Hey, and the line of Pringles flavors, that is not the worst.
Well, I'll just tell you right now. We're not eating the fried onion ring Pringle. No, we're not.
I will. I want to try it.
That's fine. You go ahead.
I like onion rings.
Go ahead.
I think it's fine to try.
Take your stupid Pringle.
And he won't even want to. He won't want the smell or the essence of it in the studio. I'll have to eat it out there.
Okay. Do you know? Okay. Real talk. One of my roommates was like, you know what? I know you hate onions, but I'm sick of not having onions And so
Because
they're
of you?
Yeah. So they made onions in their eggs. And I was like, I went upstairs to my room and like put a towel down on the floor.
Under the
I was
door?
like, I don't want the stink getting upstairs.
So when will the onion rings Pringles be out?
You know what? If you want to know the truth, I don't even know.
You didn't
New
even?
Fry is available exclusively now. Only at 7-Eleven.
Oh, it feels like it's a Halloween flavor, right? But it's not.
Well, no, it is a Halloween flavor because it's the most horrific thing you can possibly
and
imagine.
it's only while supplies last. So at 7-Eleven, you can get a fried onion ring Pringle.
Listen, I'm just trying to save your life right now. Don't be tempted by the Pringle Man. The Pringle Man sold his soul. Don't you do the same.
The Riot is to your ears what all those energy drinks are to your liver.
For the love of God, please stop. I can only process so much.
The Riot, Radio U.
Nikki, I got a question here from Kyle in Arkansas. Kyle would like to know if you played Mario Kart yesterday.
I did.
And?
I like it.
Here we go.
You know.
Here we go.
You just can't make me happy, can you? I mean, I want more Mario on my phone, and now you finally give me Mario Kart on my phone.
Mario Kart has been, to me, like, that's been the one.
It's a great game.
Everybody wants on their phone.
I think I prefer it with the Switch or with a remote.
So you want a controller?
I think
in
I
your
need
hands.
a controller.
I wonder if it has controller support. If you would, like attach a controller.
Maybe like
to it.
I even have the little wheel. I usually play that way for Mario Kart.
Okay.
So it was good. Is it amazing? There's just some sort of disconnect where I wasn't just like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
That would actually be a cool way to play it because with the Wii, like you could steer by just like twisting the wheel.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool because your phone's got a gyroscope or level
thing in it. It could
thing
totally
in
do
it.
that. And I think I might even prefer, if I could take my phone and tilt it to drive the car.
Right.
But they don't. You have to use your finger and you swipe along the bottom. And I think that's where it loses some of it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, woo, I'm over swiping.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, your car's like, why isn't it going? Or why isn't it working? So I don't know.
It definitely requires you to
learn the curve.
To learn. Yeah.
You got to learn how it feels and how it works. So it's good. Just got to spend more time with it, I guess.
Does anybody else feel like it's not good?
No, it is. It is. It absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not the 100% answer that I was looking for on the most amazing game ever, and now I have it on my phone.
To quote Nikki in other circumstances, you're really selling it, aren't you?
Trying my best. I'm trying my best. It just seems like with their mobile games, there's just one thing missing from making it be amazing.
Well,
and that's consistent.
Kyle says that he didn't like that it's a one hand to play, but he says you can tilt to steer.
Well, I was trying to tilt and you can't.
Maybe you got to go in and like select it
do
somewhere.
something with it. Well, I was tilting and nothing was changing.
Okay, well.
It was just like swipe.
Hey, Kyle, thanks for asking. It's always nice to know that
you guys are so sweet to
someone's paying attention
to
us.
check in, but
it's
it was good. I just need more time. And I've been playing this Goose Game on the Switch.
Untitled Goose Game.
And that's found a special part in my heart.
It came along at the wrong time, man.
I've actually been bringing my Switch in my bag to different places.
Where the heck are you even going that you're sitting around?
I wanted to have it in case I had time.
Okay.
But that could go on my phone, and that would be great for the Goose Game.
You know what?
As I steer him around.
Well, sorry, Mario Kart. The goose beat you.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
We were discussing earlier about how the onion is, in fact, the devil's apple.
You're like, what is that term? That's how Obi refers to an onion.
That's what it is. Like these, there are these small trees where they're grown in the suburbs of hell. where they are then exported to Earth, and some people are deceived into thinking that they're good.
So originally we were talking about Pringles has at 7-Eleven until they run out a new flavor called the onion ring ones. So they're fried onion ring Pringles.
Well, the bad news continues.
So someone had texted us when we were talking about them saying, hey, but what about Funyuns? Like, what's your thought on Funyuns?
The worst.
Which I don't even know, have we had Funyuns, or has everybody just had it once in their life and just not known?
The thing is, a lot of people make mistakes, right? So you don't need to be embarrassed. It's okay that you've had Funyuns.
Them or if you've had them.
But I want you to come down here and we're going to confess that we've done the wrong thing and we're ready to make a change.
Well, Funyuns has news, but I think this still works for any type of chip. It's not, I mean, the idea still works.
Yeah. So here's what's happening is Funyun has decided that what you need more than anything is a big pocket on the front of your shirt in which you could put a bag of Funyuns.
Yeah, so I think it has their logo on it, and it's kind of colored the Funyun color. But imagine if other chip makers did this, you would wear your shirt similar to, there's cat ones or like pet ones where you can put your little dog in your shirt.
So it's kind of, think like you want to be a kangaroo.
Yeah.
But you're a Funyun kangaroo.
And you're a human and you're wearing your shirt.
You've got a little Funyun shirt on, and then you shove your bag of Funyuns down into the Funyun pocket on your Funyun shirt.
And then it'll carry the bag around for you, and you just put your hand in and eat from it.
And people will be like, are you pregnant? And you'll be like, yeah, pregnant with evil. Have a Funyun.
With fun.
I'm spilling over with fun, Yun.
So I know that you don't like Funyuns, but if, again, there was just, say, a generic shirt, the one that didn't have any labeling on it, that'd be fun for whatever you want to eat with it.
You want, yeah, like, I mean, I could see this as a Doritos shirt.
You could have a cookie pocket.
Can you imagine the audacity, the sheer audacity of just walking around with a big bag of cookies in your shirt?
You'd eat over the serving size. I mean, you wouldn't be able to help yourself.
There is no serving
like,
size.
how many have I eaten?
I'll have one shirt of cookies.
Yeah, instead of a sleeve.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have one shirt.
Just have a shirt of them.
So, Brian says Funyuns rock. He's not.
Yes, Funyuns are rocks.
Not in on that with you.
You're right.
Charles in Alabama says Funyuns are some of the best things ever, and ever is in all caps.
Oh, you know what? Again, it's always sad to see when people start going downhill. You know, when they're not all there, they start saying crazy things.
So Obi says no to the Funyuns, but maybe to the Funyun shirt that has the pocket that we could put any food in.
Right. What if, man, this is
what you need?
That's what a RIOT t-shirt should be.
Oh my gosh. With a big pocket
on it.
Right in the middle, right in the front of the shirt where food goes.
Yeah.
Or you could have a little coffee pocket or one for like a drink.
Yeah. It, like on the pocket, it just says, lay off me, I'm starving.
Might have to get rights for that, but we'll see.
Does somebody own that phrase?
I think
Does
they
that
do.
belong to Lorne Michaels?
I think they do.
Okay, just a thought.
So, but again, Obi's no into onions.
Kyle says he hates onions but doesn't mind Funyuns. Oh, you know what? That's just one of those things. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to say that.
You're just going to end it on that note?
I'm just going to stop now. I'm going to stop myself before I say something that's true, but I regret.
This was the worst of the riot, and we'd like to congratulate you on having the stomach to stick around to the very end. The riot exists because RadioU exists, and RadioU only exists because of your support. Find out more and give now at RadioU.com/donate.
The Pringle Man sold his soul.